Mother is the most important person for every human child. In wildlife, the situation is the same. Almost no living being can survive without mom's help and support, and all mommies do their best to take care of their young ones. But there are some animal mothers that can be called the most self-sacrificing and loving. Let's see who they are. The main reason why I put an elephant mom on this list is because she gives birth to the biggest baby in the world after being pregnant for as long as 22 months. An elephant calf weighs an average of 220 pounds, so this is a heroic deed already. Elephant calves are very lucky to have all the tenderness and care, not only from their real mothers, but also from all the female elephants of the herd. The elephant herd is a complete matriarchal society where almost every elephant takes part in raising children. All females are full-time babysitters, also called all mothers, so the happy little ones get all the possible attention they need. It's difficult to believe that not only warm-blooded animals can have real mother love to their children, and an alligator mom stands proudly among the best moms too. She creates the warmest and the most comfortable nest for her children, laying eggs in rotting vegetation. The temperature of the nest influences the sex of the babies. If it is 93 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, the newborn will become a male. If it is 86 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, a female. A mother alligator can control it by adding or removing nesting material. While the eggs are getting ready for new life, mommy gator guards her nest from all the possible dangers, including other alligators who are fond of baby alligator nests. When little alligators are born, their mommy carries them in her jaws for better protection until they grow bigger. There are some stereotypes about lions, which come from movies and cartoons. Remember The Lion King, where parents take care of their children equally? But in reality, the situation is different. Lions live in prides, with 1 to 3 males and several females. The functions of males don't go any further than making cubs as many times as possible and protecting the pride from other males. The rest of the responsibilities lie on the female lions. They have to supply the entire family with food and care. They raise helpless cubs who don't have any skills for living, hunting, and protecting themselves. But the saddest thing is that there's a great chance that all of their efforts are useless, as a leader of a pride can lose his power, and the male lion who defeats him will kill all of the children to make the females ready for mating with him. All by myself. This is the slogan for polar bear mothers. A male leaves a pregnant female alone, and she fights through every hardship of her motherhood without any help. There are a lot of them, really. Firstly, she has to raise her children in Arctic frost. She digs an underground den where she falls asleep and gives birth to baby bears, not even waking up sometimes. This is good news. The bad news is that she spends about 12 months in that den without food or water until her cubs can put on some weight and can go outside. Only then will she be able to eat. Overall, she spends about 2 years with the children, taking care of them and teaching them everything they need to know for normal living. There is one saying in Kenya, superb like a cheetah mother. Cheetahs are very selfless mothers because they have to bring up their children in very hard conditions. The newborn cubs are completely blind, helpless, and have no teeth. Besides, they don't have innate hunting skills, and moms teach them everything. They take care of their babies for about a half a year, protecting them from different predators. Cheetah mothers have to take a lot of care for their cubs and hide them properly when they go hunting. Little ones stay with their mothers for up to 2 years. There is a very high level of baby death among cheetah cubs because they can become prey for different animals like lions, hyenas, baboons, and predator birds. So cheetah mothers protect them like devils. In wildlife, single motherhood is a usual practice. Males go away after mating and never come back. But supporting a child for 6 to 8 years is really an extraordinary situation, and so does an orangutan mother. It is the longest childhood and the longest dependence among animals. The reason is the great amount of skills that long-armed apes have to learn to survive in the rainforest. There is a very strong bond between a mother and a baby. She spends all of her life high up in the trees, and she builds a nest from leaves and branches every single night. It is counted that an orangutan mother builds up to 30,000 homes for herself and her babies during her lifetime. Isn't that amazing? Doing that, she never puts her baby down. Sometimes she breastfeeds her little ones for 8 years until they reach puberty. And without the mother's help, orangutan children are likely to die. Having babies is kind of a sacrifice for orangutan females. If we're talking about the most inventive mother in wildlife, the female red kangaroo will take the first spot. These extraordinary mothers can do so many tricky things. To begin with, if she is bearing one joey, a red kangaroo mom can delay the birth of another embryo. Who else can do that? In case she loses her first little one, or it is big enough to leave her pouch, the second baby appears very soon without any help of a male. Sometimes siblings live side by side, one inside the pouch, another outside it, near their mother. And there is one more amazing thing that a kangaroo mother can do. She can lactate 4 different types of milk for joeys of different age. Each type goes through one dug. Besides, she can lactate 2 different types of milk at the same time if she has 2 children. How cool! Lucky for chicks, both female and male of emperor penguins are excellent parents. They only have 1 egg per year, so this is a real treasure for them. After laying an egg, mom leaves it with dad and starts a 2-month journey in search of food. She has to walk up to 50 miles towards the ocean. There she hunts for fish and squid. Afterwards, she makes the same journey back. When the egg hatches, daddy leaves his family for food, and mom feeds her chicks by regurgitating the food that she has stored in her stomach. During this time, she stays motionless and hungry because the chick could freeze to death without her warmth. We almost come to the end of our list. There we have a creature which is far from being warm-blooded or intellectually developed. Nevertheless, its parental dedication impresses much. An octopus mom lays about 80,000 eggs. After that, she protects her unborn babies fiercely from different predators for about 40 days. Besides, she blows currents of water over them to provide oxygen. During this period, female octopus never leave their nest even to have some food. Sorry to say, sometimes she dies before seeing her born children. And the first place goes to a very interesting animal, the giant isopod. It is a kind of crustacean which lives deep in the cold waters of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. These creatures are unlucky in both marriage and motherhood. Trying to mate a male traps her in his burrow where there is no less than 25 other wives. What a surprise. But the terrible things don't stop here. When the babies are ready to be born, they make their way into the new world by eating their mom from the inside out. It is the deadliest childbirth ever. Being a mom is very difficult even when you're not even human, isn't it? I hope you enjoyed the video. Which animal did you like most? And maybe you can add some other self-sacrificing and caring mothers. Let me know in the comments section below.